strategies related to these terms have, over the past few decades, profoundly influenced China and the lives of the people who live here, and they all come from one important guideline: the 5-year plan. The 5-year plan for economic and social development, to give it its full title, is in fact a series of documents which have been released regularly since 1953, each featuring new or updated targets and strategies for the years ahead. As China is coming to the end of its current 5-year plan and a new one is currently in the making, we ask, what is this document? How is it drafted? And looking ahead, what might be in this upcoming version? This is Xinhua Special. In the early years of New China, the first few plans predominantly concerned industrial and agricultural growth, setting specific production quotas for steel and grain, for instance. Today, much like the country itself, it has evolved and is more of a macro strategic guideline that outlines goals, sets targets, and maps out approaches and strategies for economic and social development. It offers insight into the world's second largest economy and its priorities going forward. So why 5-year plans and why China?
5年规划呢，是我们国家呀能够集中力量办大事的一个非常具有中国特点的这么一个制度安排。一个规划回应完一个时代给我们提出的问题，我们又集中力量去制定下一个5年规划，从而一步一个脚印的，一个接力棒又一个接力棒的去这个完成持续的完成国家的这个经济和社会发展的一些重大的目标。
I came to China in 1981, so I've watched and participated in China's transformation. So by having a 5-year plan, it allows China to allow the market to do what it needs to do, but at the same time there is a structure, foresight, a focus looking more at national need, social aspirations, environmental changes, and economic challenges, and looking at it in a far more long-term way, have far more sustainability. This differs very much from the Western systems, which are driven more by election cycles, where the economy, where people's livelihoods is seconded to more priorities of immediate political power, the interests of lobbying groups and their funding for politicians.
The current 5-year plan is the 13th to be released and was adopted in March 2016. It sets out 25 targets relating to economic growth, welfare and green innovative development, all of which are due by the end of the year. You may have heard that China aims to double its 2010 GDP and per capita income, eliminate absolute poverty and achieve the first centenary goal of building a moderately prosperous society in all respects. All of these targets were in the 13th 5-year plan. With progress toward these mammoth tasks on the home stretch, the upcoming 14th 5-year plan for the 2021 to 2025 period will provide a foundation as China works toward its second centenary goal, building a great modern socialist country by the middle of the 21st century. From October the 26th to the 29th, a plenum of the Communist Party of China Central Committee in Beijing will deliberate proposals for the 14th 5-year plan and discuss targets for 2035.
14-15是极为关键的时刻，也就是我们正遭遇100年未有之大变局，对世界疫情带来的根本性变化，如何能够把规划做得更切题？这5年也是启动未来30年，我们要全面建成现代化强国最关键的5年。用我们的成语来说，那就是承前启后，继往开来。
How are 5-year plans created? Each plan is around 2 to 3 years in the making, from iterative reviews of the ongoing programmes onto research and development for the next document, which must be drafted, finalised and approved by the country's lawmakers. As it's being drafted, advice and suggestions are gathered from officials, specialists, academics and the public. Over the past few months, President Xi Jinping has been on several inspection tours and convened 7 symposiums to gather opinions for the 14th five-year plan from people from all walks of life, from scientists to migrant workers. Zhou Hanming, a member of the China National Democratic Construction Association, one of the 8 non-communist parties on the Chinese mainland, explains how he has contributed.
过往几乎几个重要的5年规划，我全部参与。参与是全方位的，早早读到全文，对规划可以提出全面的建议，都让你知无不言，言无不尽。到目前为止，我个人也参访了、调研了近80家企业，倾听他们对中国发展的意见，观察企业在中国发展中的作为，最后形成我们的建言。
This year, for the first time in the plan's history, public opinion has been sought online. In the 2 weeks from August 16th, more than 1 million suggestions covering healthcare to pollution were gathered in this way, shedding light on the population's hopes and concerns.
整个这个5年规划的制定过程，它是一个决策科学化、决策民主化的过程。决策的科学化，它是非常有章法的、有制度化的这个依据的。比如说决策民主化的这个过程呢，我们可以看到，它是一个全社会参与的过程。
The process of China's decision making is one of consensus building. It takes longer to come to a decision, but when that decision is made, you have buy-in from everyone because they've been part of that process.
While the final version of the 14th five-year plan will not be revealed until next year, there's been quite a lot of discussion about what it might contain.
新冠疫情它这个非常大的冲击了世界和中国，冲击到整个世界经济秩序的变化，冲击到这个整个世界全球化的进程，等等。“十四五”规划会围绕新冠疫情给全球经济和中国的经济社会发展带来的新的挑战和变化，做出有的放矢的回应。
在当前疫情和世界经济不景气的这个背景下，为了实现这个高质量发展，中央提出了双循环的一个概念，就是以国内大循环为主体，国内国际相互促进的新发展格局。我相信这个双循环的一些具体举措也会在“十四五”规划中体现。中国经历了40多年的这个改革开放，这个取得了一些举世瞩目的成就。那么如何在新的阶段，那么实现更高水平、更高层次的对外开放？我相信在“十四五”规划中会有所布局。
So the five-year plans have supported China's development over the past decades, with the goals and policies outlined in the documents driving social and economic progress. The upcoming plenum of the CPC Central Committee, therefore, will lay the groundwork for not only the next 5 years, but also the longer journey toward a goal that China terms as a great modern socialist country.